sun shining, weather is sweet. The fool, who's being a fool? You, someone close to you. Let's find out. The fool, the Queen of Wands. Is your intuition telling you somebody's being a fool? Is your intuition telling you don't be a fool for the fool? Seven of Swords, Six of Cups, Six of Cups, Six of Pentacles. Don't be a fool with your money. Overspending, spending on somebody, getting yourself into debt for somebody. Queen for a fool. Don't be a fool. A fool and the money are easily parted. Overspending, nights out, fancy meals, celebrating, over partying with a fool. Trying to impress. You could be trying to impress someone who looks the part, but they're actually not. You're only getting half the story. Maybe a lie, you know, fancy clothes, fancy car, but they're up to their eyes in debt. Your intuition. Use your intuition to see past this person. Queen of Wands. You've got a fool on your hands. Spending your money. Stop thinking with your heart. Use your head. Use your intuition. You're being fooled by a little fool who thinks they've got you just where they want you. See, the fool's got the dog, you've got the cat. Trust your intuition. Stop spending money on them. Stop buying them fancy clothes, fancy drinks, fancy cocktails, fancy restaurants. Oh, they probably, yeah. Yeah. You're being fooled. Wake up. Use your intuition. Put a stop to it. They're probably talking about marriage and everything, you know, quite quick. Because they think they've got themselves a right soft one here. You're probably quite well off. Like I said, buying them nice clothes, taking them to fancy places. They might already have nice clothes and a nice car, but it's all on finance. They're up to the eyeballs in debt. You know, they might buy the first drink, but you end up buying the next three. Things like that, unwittingly, without knowing, because you think you're in this relationship. They might be speaking about, oh, let's get married, let's talk about being engaged, always talking about the future. Put an end to it now. They're fooling you. They think you're a fool. You're being used for your money. Wake up. Someone might have warned you already. You've had a warning. One of the friends, and they might have said it in jest, in joking. Oh, we'll take you forever. He only wants you for your money, and they're all laughing because you don't realise. But it's actually true. You have been told. You've been told, and you're not listening. You're not paying attention. Like you're in love. Two little angels. But you need to trust your instinct. Use your head, not your heart. Use your head, not your heart. This rosy picture they're painting you, this, you know, glowing, beautiful future, it's all lies. They only want you for your money. There you go. They only want you for what you've got, for your money, for what you've got, and for what you're giving them at the minute. Because if it stopped, they'd be gone. There you go. Could be the job that you're in. If you lost that job and lost that income, they'd be gone. Mark my words. I keep saying they might have already offered. Let's get engaged. Let's get married. Let's have children. You know, because they know they're onto something with you. And if it comes to that, you'd probably end up going halves on the ring. I'm just picking that up, stuff like that. This is when, if you went along with it, I'm telling you not to now, but if you did, you'd start realising. Obviously, traditional ways, the bride's family paid for everything. But could even get to the point, like I say, where you end up buying a ring or half of the ring. And this is when you'll start realising, see, something's going to wake you up, your intuition. Keeping you up at night, it's going to start keeping you up at night. Things are going to start making sense. You're going to start putting two and two together. You're going to start thinking, you might see this reading and start thinking about things that have gone on the last couple of weeks, couple of months. And what I'm saying is starting to make sense. And tonight, you could be thinking, is this me? Am I being fooled? Was that reading for me? Oh my gosh. Putting twos and twos and twos together. Some things don't make sense. Starts not making sense. But they could be putting the pressure on for engagement and marriage and future. Could be a little bit younger than you. That's why you're more financially secure. You could be up to all kinds behind your back. You're being fooled. You're being used for your money, but you're being played very well. You're being played very well, like from all angles. You could have been warned, but you've done nothing about it. You're turning a blind eye to what you've been told about this person. You've had a warning. Going it alone. Walking away. You need to walk away from this situation. This reading could be what makes you realise you are the Empress and you need to get ready for battle. This is what I'm picking up there, Empress. That's about to pull a sword and put an end to what's gone on. It could be this reading that's made you realise. She's talking to me here. Get yourself ready, Empress. Get yourself back to where you were before you met this person, this fool who thinks you're soft. Might be wearing you down a bit, sly little comments, like a narcissist. Little comments chipping away at your self-confidence. Don't let them do it. Don't let it go any further. Do not get pregnant to this person. That's for starters. This has got nothing to do with pregnancy, but I'm just saying. Empress, prepare for battle. Prepare to pull that sword out and prepare to cut this person right out of your life so you can get back to being the Empress you were before you met them. There you go. Said prepare for battle. Prepare for this battle. Especially the head games with them. Mentally strong. Keep that crown on your head. Keep your mental health. Because they'll try and trick you. Fool you emotionally. They could have made you already a little bit insecure about yourself, little slight comments and digs. You remember who you are. Get ready to pull that sword out and face this person. They've only got a few little ones. Get rid. Like I say, once you've got rid, once you've done that little bit of work on yourself, getting back to your self-confidence after their few little chips and digs at it, you'll meet someone better. There you go. The future's bright. Get rid of this person. There's better on the horizon. But you've got to deal with this first. Trust your intuition. Listen to the warnings you've been given. Think back over the last few weeks. Something's not going to make sense. There's going to be a slip up in a story somewhere. Going to make you realise your future is with somebody else. Not with this fool.